there, my name's Dan and I run MindJam. We offer emotional support and guidance for children and adolescents through gaming and game design. We engage in one-to-one sessions online with children who may be struggling with anxieties, social problems, problems attending school, trauma, all sorts, and we use gaming as a way to engage with them. So I've been a teacher for over 20 years, and I always found working with special education needs children that a way to connect not creating that anxiety is to talk about gaming. I've got a love of gaming, and many children obviously really love gaming. So as soon as they understand that you love gaming too, then you're on the same wavelength, and it just stops that barrier that can be put up sometimes when talking to adults, professionals, and teachers. So what we do in the sessions, we come in on their level. So we could start the sessions, and we could be joining Minecraft, Roblox, Fortnite, whatever their favorite game is, and it's all online. And they can show their faces, or they don't have to show their faces. Some are selective mutes to start by just typing, but it's just a way of, instead of sitting on a couch talking about your problems, talking about yourself, we're engaging the game, and we're chatting about what's happening in the game, or the lore of the game, or whatever it is that they love, and inevitably that bond gets made, and then you can start to talk about things outside of the game. And yeah, and I've been doing this for now a couple of years. Started up in the pandemic, and it's been fantastic. It's steamrolled now. That we now have a team of 20 mentors working for me, and that they've all worked previously in a professional setting with special education needs children, either in teaching, counselling, psychiatry, or whatever it is. But they're a fab team, and they all have a massive love for gaming. And so, yeah, in a nutshell, what MindJam is, we're mentors. So we present as a trusted adult that can engage in the games, but we can also do the therapy side of things, so the talking therapy, helping them understand themselves, helping them to take control over issues that might be happening, anger issues, all sorts of things. Um, um, but also helping them in the games and any problems they have in games and any problems they have on computers. But then we can also bring in teaching as well, but we don't present as teachers and we don't present as therapists, because a lot of these children maybe have autism, PDA, ADHD, and I know as soon as education is mentioned, they can run a mile, or as soon as therapy is mentioned also. So we come in, but we can gently guide. We see their skills. It might be in animation, it might be in art, it could be in music, it could be in game design, and we motivate and guide them into looking at more things. To say their love is Minecraft, there's a whole world you can look at in Minecraft that leads into coding, and you can mod the game and you can do all sorts of things. So that's the sort of things we can look at. Um, Gaming has so many benefits which aren't talked about. We all hear about the negatives, and it's all about getting your child off that screen. I think everybody needs a better understanding of what gaming means for people that really love it, and someone coming in on that wavelength. Um, so it can be a safe place. It's a place to retreat to. It's a place to take your mind off the anxieties that you have, to escape from the troubles, or to just compartmentalize your thinking. And it could be all sorts of things, from shooting and Fortnite, and the spatial awareness and the speed and the skills that all takes, and Call of Duty and things like that, to Minecraft and the creativity of the building, and all sorts of Roblox, to the quick jumping from game to game and quickly learning the rules and following them. There is so many benefits. Gaming is proven to enhance grey matter, make you smarter. It is good for social things. Gone are the days where a gamer was somebody sat on their own in the bedroom, not talking to anybody. They are communicating with so many people online. And yes, there's the dangers associated with that, which we all know about, but the benefits we don't necessarily always talk about. I think the pandemic helped a little bit in people realizing the social factor of that. And what we help at in MindJam is helping children how to conduct themselves. online, how to spot dangers, how to not be toxic themselves, how to deal with toxic people themselves, and not firing off and not letting it wind up, realizing that they've obviously got a lot of issues, and helping a lot of those anxieties and problems that can happen with that, and also how to find, like-minded people, and hopefully make friends which you can make for life. Gaming friends can be incredible, for teaming up each week and going on missions and going on adventures together. It can be so good. One problem a lot of children can have is their peers uh, don't play the way they want to play. So this is a good position that we come in as, where we will play the way the child wants to play, and that can really help them just to build that confidence, that self-esteem, and understand why sometimes when they're playing with a friend that it might cause friction, because not everybody wants to follow the rules. One thing we really help with is, let's say, building up that self-esteem. They have got so many skills, and it is amazing, the students I see, the mentees, um, the knowledge they have. Say, I've got one who absolutely loves a game called War Thunder, which is all about World War II planes, tanks, and he knows everything about them. The country, the name, he can spot one and tell you exactly what that is, when that was used, where its weaknesses are. That is incredible knowledge that it can't be picked up in school. That's that joy of learning what they're interested in. um and there can be so many more things. I've got there's games where I've had a child and he's made in this sandbox game where you can use lots of elements and things. He's made a nuclear reactor. He's found out how to do that himself. A little bit dangerous, I know, but it's not real, But again, recognizing what these children can do, because we come in at understanding how, the things they've built in Minecraft, the redstone, which is like electricity circuits. We know how complex that is, so we can come in and be like, that is amazing. The speed they can build in Fortnite, when they're building around, and we come in again and be like, what you doing there is incredible. And really, because again, their peers won't say that. They won't. They generally don't go, "You're amazing." It's all a kind of, "I hope I'm better than you" thing. So again, it's that bringing in that understanding in the gaming world. So yeah, as I was saying in MindJam, so my understanding comes from, I've got two autistic children myself, have various difficulties, and I understand as a parent where this can leave you, and with the education sector, which isn't fit for purpose, in my opinion. The way it works now, it's brilliant if your child can get into secondary school and enjoy it. That's normally down to the friend group they may have. um, but they do not embrace the digital age enough, and there are so many skills that your child, if they're interested in gaming, will know and will be picking up, and and will be able to have for these future jobs that we don't even know will exist. um and that should be embraced more. And yeah, it always worries me if a child is really restricted on screen time, if it's something they love of technology. I understand we have to promote healthy gaming, taking breaks, getting enough sleep, eating enough, doing exercise, of course, is all key. What we talk about a lot is the top esports players, our athletes. They exercise, they eat healthily, they meditate, all makes them a better gamer. So we come at it from a positive point of view, saying, yes, you can sit up all night playing a game, but then you'll probably be rubbish at that game, because you'll be too tired. And if you've not had a break, again, same thing. Your eyes get strained. You need to see. You need to look at things in a distance. All sorts of things. And again, exercise really helps. Healthy mind on that. But yeah, sorry. As I was coming back to you, I'm always going to go off on a tangent. Sorry about this. But yeah, I understand as a family, all the issues you can have, because I've had it myself, and with education, and feeling like people don't believe you, and feeling like it's parents' fault. So we come in as a support for the family, because we get, if we can bond with the child, we get quite a unique insight into the voice of the child, and we can then represent that in meetings, teams around the family, the meetings with councils and schools, and really be able to be on your side of being no, my child can't do that. It's someone else that says, no, they really can't get in a taxi for an hour to this school. It's not going to work. And I think that's so important, because it does feel like sometimes you're really on your own. Yeah, so if you're interested in the services that we offer at MindJam, please drop me an email at mindjamdan@gmail.com. Check out our website at www.mindjam.org.uk, and also we're on Facebook. If you search up MindJam, we'll come on there. We're always posting up things we're doing. I'll give an example of certain things we can lead on to if the child is interested in it. Obviously, I said we could look at modding Minecraft, we could look at Roblox Studio, creating games in that. We could lead on to a thing called Unity, which is industry standard game design platform. And on Unity, we can guide students through this thing called Junior Programmer course. This leads to a certificate at the end. It's all really fun. We take out the boring part of watching all the lectures and doing the boring part. It's all about practical making games, making a top-down shooter, making an endless runner, all sorts of things. But by the end, you're Unity certified, which actually can lead to jobs in the gaming industry or further education. So we help children realize a future if they've got a love of gaming or a real love of tech. There's so much in there. Google now have started offering degree standard certificates, and these take 6 months to do. They're $50, and you can do them all from home. And it can be in data analysts or all sorts. And we all know, as you've got an autistic child, you'll know how they hold data and all sorts of things like that. So there's a job out there for everyone on the digital age that will fit in. If you have irregular sleep patterns, if they have real social anxieties, there's a future. And it's an exciting future, the one that's very inclusive for diversity. We have connections with Media Molecule, who work with Sony, made a great game recently called Dreams, but they also worked on Little Big Planet. I don't know if anyone's aware of Sackboy. But sorry, I lost my train of thought then. But they're fantastic, and it's great to get that understanding of how they work. They work with selective mutes who they've never met, that design all the art and send it to them. It's just that seeing what the opportunities are. Game design isn't just coding. Coding is a tiny part. There's art, animation, storyboard writing. There's all the admin side of it. There's so much. Music is incredible in gaming. There's so much planning, and so if your child's interested in games but not interested in coding, that's fine. There's so many different angles to come in with. But then also, of course, they might love YouTube, so there's video editing and all that side we can look at. As I said, animation and art is a huge thing, and learning digital art is great fun. Learning digital music is amazing. It can lead on to learning instruments. It's all about tapping in and creating that connection, and then just that gentle child-led approach, which then can spark interests, and then we can help them on that journey. So that's basically what we do at MindJam. Okay, thanks for listening. And yeah, if you've got any questions, drop me an email and I'll get back to you. Okay, thank you. Bye.